What's going on, my people? It's Mr. WTF in the building. What's going on this Funday Monday? How's everyone doing out there? So, for those that are watching or maybe watching, I'm on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, IG. We got so many things popping off, and I wanted to get everyone going with starting out with some fun facts on Mondays because you all know how Mondays be. We're catching up. It's a long weekend. We might have partied too much. We didn't take care of what we said we were going to do this weekend. Monday comes, there's traffic, blah, blah, blah. Nope, we're changing the whole narrative when it comes to Mondays. We're going to make Mondays the fun days because you all know the way you start is how you finish. So if you start out on a great note and you start out like, yeah, feeling good, then that will continuously go. A lot of people don't realize the impact of what you focus on. What you focus on will expand. It's a fact. I always use this quick analogy. And people, you adults out there, maybe my teenagers might not know this, but they will. But you adults out there, when you buy that new vehicle and you focus on that vehicle, what happens? That vehicle starts to show up everywhere. It doesn't matter what you're doing, where you're going. You're like, man, same color, same. They just pop up everywhere. You're like, wow, I didn't know they had so many of these. Guess what? They didn't make them when you bought yours. You started focusing on it and then it started revealing itself. So let's use that same analogy, that same focus on winning and having fun and what might happen for you. I say it will for sure, but you might be thinking, it might be true. Either way, give it a shot. What do you have to lose, in the words of Mr. Trump? What do you have to lose, with his little bitty hands? But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Try this, you all. Please try to focus on what you desire. It's easy to focus on what you need because those are necessities. These are things that we gotta have. But what I challenge everyone to do is focus on what you want. Focus on what you desire. We oftentimes don't focus on that. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, everybody wants something. As the gurus will say, everybody, no, it's not a lack of your phone spies on you, so it shows up on your timeline. Hey, you know what? Hey, Tasha, I appreciate that. And here's the thing. You're right. The phone is listening to every little word that you let come out of your mouth, whether that phone is locked or whatever, it picks up on it. And then all of a sudden you see in your feed, man, I was just talking about this, and you think it's a coincidence, like, oh wow, how cool. No, they listen to what you were saying. The world is listening to what you are saying. The universe, God, whatever you want to categorize, your subconscious, your conscious mind, whatever you want to name it, is listening to the words that you are saying, just like that phone. I love that, Tasha. Thank you so much. I love that analogy. Just like your phone is listening, everything around you is listening to what are you focused on. Are you calling up your girl saying, oh, this is blah, 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 blah? Are you looking at the news saying, oh, they killed somebody else? Are you looking at the cost of this and the cost of that? Like, we're in a recession. Whatever it is. You know you're not focused on what you want. You're focused on what you need or what somebody told you you needed. But rarely do we focus on what we want. I want Tasha, I see you out there. Make a list of what you want. I don't care what you need. I don't care what your bank account looks like, what your credit score looks like, what your living situation. I don't care about any of that. Make a list of what you need. Now, I mean, what you want. Look, I'm messed up already. Not what you need. Scratch that. What do you want? If money wasn't the issue, if recession, the economy wasn't the issue, if how many children I had, whether I was married or single, if none of these things are issues, what would you want? I want to travel the world. That don't say nothing. Make a list of the destinations. Get into the details. You know, they always talk about the details. It's the small things. You ladies know that way better than us men, that it's the small things that matter so much. And what I'm challenging everyone to do is to focus and make a list of what you want. And once you do that, then now, just like you focused on that vehicle, it will just start showing up for you. And here's what the logic mind, you right, speak it into existence. Absolutely. How many times do we speak death over ourselves? How many times do we speak loss and worry and depression? We speak these things over ourselves and don't realize we're doing it because we've been programmed to speak a certain way, and we don't have to speak that way, you all. We can definitely change. That's the beauty of being the apex on this earth. We are the apex. By us being the apex, we have the ability to change. A lion is not sitting around saying, oh, I wish I was a cheetah. Oh, how would it be if I was a fish? What if I could be the eagle flying? The lion ain't thinking about nothing but some food. We got our brain thinking about a million different things, and we haven't accomplished anything. But what do you want? Not what you want to be, not what you want to get over. What do you want out of life? If God was on the phone and he said, all right, give me a list of the 5 things that you want, and you knew they're all powerful, he can give you anything, like, you know, he's the man, and whatever 5 things you say is gonna become real. It's gonna become your reality. What would those 5 things be? You don't have to tell me. I want you to write it down, though, you all. Think about it. What would you want? Because when you take care of those wants, the needs go away. I know we've been taught the opposite of that. Take care of your needs first, no matter what. Take care of your needs. I challenge that statement, because we've been taking care of our needs for many, many moons and haven't been successful at nothing but going through the cycle. But hey, today is the fun day. I said I was going to have some fun today. Shout out to my people on Facebook and IG. I love you. Thank you all. If you want to see what I'm presenting, definitely jump on Facebook. But if not, we're going to jump into some of these fun facts about your brain. Because listen, you all, the brain is so big in what we're doing that there's tricks and tips that we can actually do to our brain to build it. Like, these are facts, as they say, Siri it, Google it, whatever. I didn't know that became a verb. But let me see. Here's one. This is 5th on the list. And for those that are watching, they're able to see this on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. But did you know, fun fact, you all, remember this is about the fun facts, vitamin B1 can help improve short and long-term memory. It produces a chemical that I cannot pronounce. But vitamin B1 can help improve short and long-term memory. So if you're out there like, man, I keep forgetting stuff, change your vitamins. Get you some vitamin B1 and it'll help improve that. Just a fun fact. Did you know, this is all about the brain, you all. Did you know that your brain consumes 20% of your body's total oxygen and energy? Like, you don't have to move to use your brain. You got to move to walk. You got to move to talk. You got to have some type of move with your brain alone, just thinking. On the average day, it takes up 20% of your oxygen and 20% of your energy. I don't know about how you all are splitting up that pie, but 20% is a lot. That's a lot of energy. All right, let's jump back in. Here's one that most of you all know. They say, your brain is composed of 73% of water. Now, I want to tug on that for a minute. If the brain is created with 73% water, it's composed, not created, but composed of 73% water. What do you think the rest of your body is composed of? 70% water, same as the brain. Oh, let's take it another step. What else is composed of 70% water? The earth. Look it up. We might be off a little few percentages, but it's roughly 70%. Just like you, because we come from this earth. Our bodies is an earth soup. This body that you have created, you built from food. Think about that. This is a food. This is a big pile of food that you built and created over the years, because without the food, it wouldn't exist. Think about it. And of that food, the body you created is so similar to Mother Earth that the chemical balances are the same. We are 70% of water, so is the earth. Look it up. Do your research. All right. Let's see. Did you know, these are fun facts about the brain again, you all. The brain generates 12 to 15 watts of electricity. The brain generates between 12 and 25 watts of electricity. That's enough to power a low wattage light bulb. Just with your brain. Screw that thing in there. You can literally make a light bulb. So why do you think that oftentimes when they say you get an idea, the light bulb went off? This stuff didn't just come from nowhere. The memory that this body has, think of the memory of it, you all. Your great, you have the same nose, same skin color, some of the same. If you trace it back, this body is built with memory. It remembers that you came from the earth. It remembers that you're 70% water like the earth. Like, all of this great memory that we have in our body is amazing. But again, these are just fun facts about the brain that we're focused on. But all right, let's keep going. I have a few more minutes. I want you all to gain some of this information, because trust me, this brain right here is going to take you way further than your muscles will or your back will. This thing will outlast a back. It'll outlast AI. It'll outlast a car. This thing right here, 70% water. Whoo! It's your CPU. All right. Here's one that I did not know. Your brain has an average of 50 to 70,000 thoughts a day. Think of that. 70,000 thoughts a day just from this one brain. Oh man, if that doesn't make your skin crawl. Oh, and it can store an estimated 2,500,000 gigabytes of memory. Now think about that. Like 2.5 million gigs of memory. You know, I believe it's 100 1,000 gigs is a terabyte. So how many terabytes would that be? Somebody do the math for me. I think it's 2,500. But that's the equivalent to 300 years worth of TV shows. That's how much your brain can hold. So think of the memories that you're holding on to. Your brain can hold. Now, I'll say this. We can suffer no matter what we're going through. We can suffer from something that happened 20 years ago. Am I lying? Think about it, you all. It's things that have hurt you from so long ago. And the mere thought of it will hurt you right now. Or maybe it's just me. Not that. Again, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's not. But what I challenge everyone to do is to think about it. Think about this wonderful thing that we call a brain. It's amazing. This level of intellect that we have and memory, oh, it's beautiful. It puts us above everything. Everything on this earth. We are the apex. We can slaughter it all, but we can also heal it all. We can embrace it all. We can act out any living creature. We can act like an elephant, a lion, a tiger, a bear. You know, we've all done that, but none of them are going to act like the other. Why? Because they conform to their nature and their intelligence only goes so high. Their memory only lasts so long that they have two lines, one bottom, one top, and they live within those two lines. We only have a bottom. We know how to get below bottom. That's pretty much death. But all we can do is go up, up, up. They're capped. This is where they live, where they exist, and their number one goal is to get food. All right. I've heard, so shout out to my guy, Damon Dillard, who told me this a long time ago. And now that I've done my research, I see it says the human attention span is shorter than a goldfish. So research shows that the average attention span has decreased by an average of 12 minutes over the last 10 years. The human attention span is shorter than a goldfish. Like, if you're like, for example, if you're scrolling through social media while watching TV and declining attention spans, what you doing? All over the place. Worse than a goldfish. That's sad that we have an attention span of about 2 to 3 seconds. And it continues to decrease. Why? Because everything is instant. Everything is online. There are no questions that you can't have answered. Before, you used to have to go to school to learn these things. Before, you have to be a part of a program to learn these things. Now, it's all within the palm of your hand on that phone. And you know it. All I have to do is say, hey, Siri. Nope, I'm not talking to you, Siri, so stop. or hey, Google. And any question you got. So if nobody can tell me I don't know, you can't tell me that because it's all out there. Now, if you don't know how to apply it, you don't know which way to go, then that's what we're here for. And there's other coaches like me that are here to help. But the answer to a question, AI got that. Google, Siri, those are AI tools. We've been using AI, you all. We just called it Google and Siri. Now, all of a sudden, AI is this bad thing. Oh, my God, it's taking our jobs. You didn't say that when you've been screaming out Siri. When you've been screaming out Google, you ain't say it then. But when we titled it Artificial Intelligence, man, we've been using this for years. And now, all of a sudden, y'all scared of it. All right, let's do a recap. You can store 2,500 terabytes of memory, the equivalent of 300 years worth of TV shows your brain can store. We're doing fun facts about the brain you are. Let's see. The average weight of the adult human brain is 3 pounds. Most of us know that. Vitamin B1, remember this one. Vitamin B1 will help improve your short and long-term memory. If you are having issues with this, increase your vitamin B1. But again, make sure you talk to your physician. Do not take my word on this and get sick or something because you're allergic and say, Coach E told me to do it. No, I didn't. I did not. I said increase your vitamins, but also check with your physician because we want everyone to be happy. All right, the brain uses 20% of the body's total oxygen and energy, and it don't move. You think all your energy is in movement, it's not. You're losing a fifth of that just with what you think about. And as it stated, we think about 50 to 70,000 thoughts a day. These are fun facts about your brain, you all. And the more that we embrace this and understand who we are and what this body is capable of, there's so many things that you can do with it. So, all right, one more. It says it generates 12 to 15 watts of electricity. So you can literally light up a light bulb just based on the electricity within your brain. And again, why is it when you get a great thought, the cartoon is a light bulb going off? Coincidence? I don't believe in those. All right, what else we got? I think I'm gonna save the rest of them for next week because there's some that I didn't even talk about that was great. But again, the goal of this live, the goal of these meetings, I'm doing this every Monday at 3:00, you all. So set an alarm in your phone and say, hey, Coach E is gonna be live every Monday if I'm able. And if I'm not, I'll let everyone know. But the goal is to start our day off with some fun facts that will help our week going forward. It's not to beat you up. It's not to talk about what's going on in the world. I could care less about what's happening on social media with the athletes, with football and all that. And you know, your boys are Steelers diehard. Don't never get it twisted. We rocking them Steelers, baby. And we got that dub yesterday. But that's what we're going to do every Monday. We're going to have fun things. This week was about the brain. Next week, we're going to wrap up about the brain. And then we're going to talk about other topics. If there's some topics that you want me to discuss, shoot me a DM, you all. Reply in the chats right now. For those that are watching the replay, let me know because we're here to serve the people. And we want to make sure that we're providing value to you all. We're not just on here looking like a clown or an entertainer, talking about this, talking about that. Like, no, that's not why we do this. We're here to serve. And we want everyone that can hear the sound of my voice to be better after hearing the sound of my voice. That's my goal. Someone asked me that the other day. They said, so what's your goal? I said, to impact and change everyone I come in contact with. Everyone that hears the sound of my voice, I want them to be changed. I want them to be impacted to the point they start thinking more. Because if you can start thinking, then perhaps you can save yourself from this cycle, from going through the motions, as we're designed to go through cycles. We are. The whole world goes through cycles. The moon goes through a cycle. The earth, the sun, everything goes through a cycle. Winter, spring, fall, like everything goes through a cycle. It's cyclical. We get it. The months, the time, the clock, everything is going through a circle. Also, hamsters in a hamster wheel going through a circle. A lot of us have been hamsters. And my goal is for you to break out of that cyclical way of thinking and way of reacting and responding to really take control of your life to say, what do I want? Remember, we started this off with, what do you want? And if you ask yourself that right now, you might not be able to answer it. But as the analogy I used earlier, if God, Jehovah, Jesus, whatever entity Whatever you consider the highest, the apex above you, even if it's you, if that whatever came to you and said, you know what, I'm gonna give you 5 things. You got to tell me 5 things that you want. I want some money. That might get you 1 penny. I want to travel the world. That could be 1 flight. Get into the details. You want some money? How much money you want? Put a dollar on it. Then put a date on it. This is what I want. And this is when I want it. You can never hit a target that you don't see. So if you haven't written down what you want, what you desire out of life, then my question is, why? Why haven't you not? Are you too focused on what you need? And I've never wanted to tell you not to take care of your needs. Your needs need to be met. They're necessities. I get it. Oh, but when you focus on what you want, it's a different level, you are. It's a different level of bliss, of ecstasy, happiness, joy, whatever you want to call it. There's levels to this thing, you are. And our goal is to try to get everyone to realize that there's levels and start achieving those different levels instead of being satisfied with what you got and complaining about it the whole time. You say you satisfied, but you complain about what you got every single day to anybody that will listen. But I'm happy. But boy, this wife of mine, girl, did you not? All you do is complain. But I'm happy. I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm God's chosen. Stop lying. You are flat out lying. And we are not liars. And I don't even hold that against you. You know why? Because you've been programmed to do that. Life has programmed you to accept the sweet lie. Even when you lying to yourself, and after you done told that person, in the back of your mind, you sitting up there thinking, now why you just lie to their face like that? Why you just tell them you happy when you was just contemplating suicide? Why are you telling them that you're joyful when you were just crying? Oh, I have an image to uphold, my ego. I have to make sure that everything is great and people understand my brand and my image. And fake. Stop faking. Be real with yourself and say, listen, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to become an entrepreneur. I know I want to be, but I don't know how to do that. And as soon as you say, I don't know, and you pray and meditate on that, infinite intelligence is yours. Infinite intelligence is yours. I'm going to say it again. Infinite intelligence is yours. But when you say, I already know, you just cut his energy off. But when you sit there and pray and you meditate and you say, I don't know how, I just know what I want to do. I know that I want to serve people. I know that I want to do things differently. I know that much. I don't know how to do it. Meditate and pray on that. I promise you, you'll be DMing me later saying, man, because right now you're an entrepreneur and you're suffering in silence. You're walking around, beating your chest, wearing a suit, acting like everything good, looking good online, social media, in your rentals, taking your photo ops with a fake jet, doing all that. I get it. I've seen it. I've watched them do it. I get it. But then reality sets in. Then your bank account pops up with a negative notification. A card bounced. But I was just on the gram stunting. I'm on Facebook and, I'm with these millionaires, and you're suffering in silence. Why? Because you are faking. I almost called you fake, but nobody on here fake. You are faking it. You're faking the funk. And you don't have to. That's the part that blows this egg of mine, is that why are we out here faking? Oh, we've been programmed to keep our fronts up. We've been programmed to say all the right things. We've been programmed to suffer in silence. Ego, pride. You haven't reached out to the people that are out here doing it. It's not how to do it, it's who. Quit worried about how. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Look, if you don't know how to do it by now, then stop trying to figure it out. Figure out who's doing it. Flip the W. Flip it. Then you'll start winning once you get more who's on your team, instead of trying to figure out how. Because how means it's just you trying to figure it out. When there's people out here that have done what you're trying to do, and they've done it greatly on different levels, and you just sitting back. And all you have to do is open your mouth and say, I don't know. I truly don't. And infinite intelligence, show me, rebuild it, pour into me, and it will. But if you use logic, shout out to the Wise and Tiger out there, my man Lonzy Green. I see, let's see, I am Mark. You know I'm old when I got to look over my glasses. That's all right. Yeah, your boy almost 50. It's cool. But this is about the fun facts on Monday. You all, again, every Monday at 3 CST, I'm going to be on here giving out fun facts about the brain, fun facts about a lot of different things. There's fun facts about financing your business that you don't know. Just sitting out there. I'm going to give you this tidbit. Anybody, any business owner, research CRA. That's Charlie, Rebecca, Alpha, whatever they use in the military. CRA is called Community Reinvestment Act. They have it here in my state. They have it in multiple states. Every bank, every financial institution has money that they have to give to entrepreneurs that are helping out the local communities. CRA, Community Reinvestment Act. This is a law. Every bank, every credit union in your state has to comply to the CRA. And guess why do you think I'm wearing this suit? I just hit up 3 banks. I got to have mine. Give me that. This is not a loan. These are funds that they have to reinvest into the community. And they do this for entrepreneurs like us. So that's my fun fact of the day. We had a few about the brain. Much love, Wise and Tiger. Love you, my guy. Gratitude and respect to you too, my brother. Always, always. We're going to have to get on here together, man, because I love your energy. And we're definitely in alignment with this mindset thing. But hey, you all, start your Monday off right. Start your Monday off with some fun. Smile. It's a fact that your whole chemical dynamic of your body changes just by a smile. And I don't have nothing to smile about. Then put this in your mouth. Put a pencil or ink pen in your mouth. If you don't want to smile on your own, it creates the same wrinkles, the same movements in the face, and it'll trigger the brain and the body to think that you are happy and smiling. And what happens when you do that? You become happier and you start smiling more. Smile at yourself or growl like, even that will change the chemical makeup of your body. Look it up, you all. Like, one thing I pride myself on is that I'm not a liar. I'm not a fake person. I always tell the truth. And I believe in this statement. If you don't do your research, you forfeit your right to speak on it. So before you even say that ain't true, that ain't what it is, do your research. That's all I ask you to do. And if something I'm saying is not true, please let me know, because it's obvious I don't know. But hey, it's your guy, Mr. WTF, Coach E. I got 2 more banks on my list. I'm about to go and get them right now. I stopped to do this live with you all because I said I was going to do it every Monday, and I believe in being a man of my word, so I'm out there doing it. So again, follow us on YouTube, Facebook. We LinkedIn. We all over the place. You'll see this big old egg in the WTF Men's Academy, because we're out here changing lives with everyone that can hear the sound of our voice. So I pray again that someone on this live rewatch it, because I dropped some gems on here, but someone on this live is going to be changed. I promise you that. I guarantee it. Peace, you all. All right, I jumped off of IG. Now I'm back to my folks. So listen, again, we have so many fun facts about the brain. You can watch this replay. I'm going to have my people chop it up and make sure that you get another version of this, because, hey, we need to have more fun in our lives, you all. Just smile more and change that whole chemical dynamics, and it's going to be great. So, again, your guys out of here. I got to hit these banks up. But until next Monday, peace.